There are 2 wars waged in Iraq.
The United States of America will not permit the world's most dangerous regimes to threaten us with the world's most destructive weapons.
One fought with bombs, artillery, and armies of soldiers.
Yeah! We have just this second crossed over the border into Iraq.
The other war fought with cameras, satellites, and armies of journalists.
We have to recognize that many of the sources we rely on for news and information are often themselves incomplete.
Danny Schechter, I know, has a question.
In a hard-hitting personal film, media critic Danny Schechter, former network news producer,
is it the news culture? Is it economic interests?
Turns the cameras away from the shock and awe, taking aim at the role media plays, promoting the war and distorting the news.
So what is the problem here, Danny?
Sadly, the coverage was at its worst in the period when it mattered most. Does television news always master providing the context and historical perspective on a culture such as Iraq? No, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Why should we stay? What's the value to us for what we learn at this $1 million press center?
Sometimes your jaw drops, and it's hard to figure out why. Why are American journalists so uncritical, self-satisfied?
I think the American media has done a fabulous job.
The press was muzzled, and I think the press self-muzzled.
This platform is not a platform for propaganda. This is a platform for truth.
I think it's bad journalism.
Confronting journalists, anchors, news managers, and Pentagon propagandists, news dissector Danny Schechter challenges a pro-war narrative driven by jingoism, not journalism. Finally, after a year of TV militainment, a film that dissects the war we never saw.
It's up to the media to challenge those in power, not to cozy up to power.
There is a moral responsibility. I think journalists have to take more of that burden.
There may be no weapons of mass destruction, but there still are weapons of mass deception.
Truth does have a way of coming out. I believe the American people deserve the truth.
WMD, Weapons of Mass Deception.